So the Crip dude, he like, so you ain't gonna straighten me out? So Midnight sitting there like, shit, like he ain't took nothing. That nigga said, cuckoo, took off running to that room. The other few Crip dudes that was in the door, they come running down there to the room. And they went in the room, you could hear like, look, like nigga rushing, putting on shoes and stuff. And bro, I just was looking at Midnight, I just felt so bad for him. I'm like, bro, you just, I mean, but when people bring stuff on themselves, sometimes it be hard to feel bad for them. But at the end of the day, we still human, folks. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking at them like, damn, bro. So now you got niggas in the dorm moving around, going, getting their shit. You could tell nigga done went and took his phone because it was a dude from Atlanta. They used to rent out the phone time. Every time you see him with a long cord, which is his charger, he either taking or going to get it. So niggas feel like we finna lock down because it's a little crazy Crip nigga probably finna come pop Midnight ass. You see him running over there. He knock on the door, pull the door open, running bro room. He come back out with his phone. You see the cord hanging. He running back to his room. He got to go put his phone up. Other niggas running over here to get hot water because they know it's probably about finna go down. The thing that's so strange, Midnight is extremely comfortable. That nigga just standing there looking stupid. Went to his room, came back out with some chips in the palm of his hand, a few Ruffles, and was just standing on the floor eating them like ain't shit going on. I said, oh, you gonna choke on one of them Ruffles when cuz ass come up out that damn room. It caught the noise in there, because at first you heard the Crip nigga saying, I don't give a fuck, cuz, fuck that shit, cuz. And then all that died down. So now everybody is genuinely confused, trying to figure out what the fuck is really going on here. They came out the room. The Crip dude had the bag, his section of it. He came, dumped it all out on the table, and pointed at what he said Midnight had stole. It was like, my bad, I got down counting that shit too fast. So everybody look at Midnight now like, what the fuck? That nigga shrugged his shoulders, eating the chips. I'm like, I knew he'll find it. I'm like, oh, hell no. This nigga Midnight got something going on. Now, this is what was so strange to me. After that situation had just happened, now I know he misplaced it or whatever, but still, bro, your energy was prepared to give Midnight some crazy energy. Like, you was prepared to hurt this man. I'm telling y'all, that's what he do. You was prepared to hurt this man. So for me to see y'all down there laughing, kicking it, kiki, ha ha, well, I can't say it's 100% strange because it happens like that sometimes, but it's still a little weird. Like, you know, when I know you're ready to hurt me seriously, it's just gonna be kind of hard for us to just be kiki ha ha. You know what I'm saying? They step in the little Crip dude room, come back out. Midnight had a bag of chips and a soup. Gonna come up there, gonna ask me if I got an extra chili seasoning pack. Man, that nigga stank so bad when they walked past me. Like I said, man, Midnight, get the fuck on, bro. I just couldn't take the smell right then and there. Then gonna look in my room, looking while he walking. I ain't say shit, but I was just looking at him like, okay, nigga, you fuck around and go in there, think that's one of your places to get something from. Shit, me, you gonna be in the world of trouble. Later on, we go out to chow. This was chicken on the bone day, so you know I'm going. I see the Crip dude talking to some other Crips at that very next building. Like, he at the gate, he on the gate, and he talking kind of low. So that's where the line had stopped at. I'm like 2-3 people behind him, but the dude in front of me, he stops and started talking to somebody. So now I have to go around them to get, to be in the right place. So I'm not right here with them. I hear this Crip nigga saying, yeah, that bomb man nigga, it's all good. That bomb man nigga stole like 2 soups out the kitty, you know what I'm saying? But I was about to smash him. But bro, when I really sat back and thought about it, that shit wasn't even worth it, I ain't smashed this nigga, Man, I ain't even got too much longer to go. Man, fuck that nigga, man. I just let that nigga have it. I told that nigga keep your distance, though, but that nigga a real bomb, Like, that nigga not worth nobody time, bro. That nigga is a J. That nigga be around, they be stinking. I was appalled. I said, what the fuck? Nigga, you just came out in front of the whole dorm and just told us that you was counting too fast and that you had it the whole time, and that Midnight never stole nothing. So why the hell is you over here telling somebody in another dorm that he stole something and he's a bum, and you was finna wet him up, but you had to think about it, and he's not worth your time. I don't get it. So then, bro, it's like over the next few days, it's accusations and shit of Midnight name. Not nothing like him stealing, just little stupid bullshit. Midnight owe this person money. Midnight was lying on this person. Midnight stank, don't want to take a shower. Midnight cut me in line on chicken on the bone day last Wednesday. Midnight came and got 2 soups for me and told me his mama gonna send him some money and never paid me back. Every time it come up, Midnight never argue. Never argue with it. Never argue with nobody about it. I was sitting there with that old school gangster one day. We were smoking a Chris Brown CD. He said, hey, you ever notice something about that nigga Midnight? I said, what up? He said, you know, a lot of people always accuse him of shit. I said, yeah. He said, you know, I've been locked up for a long time, and when you get accused of some of the things Midnight done been accused for, a nigga usually at some point in some degree got some proof, and you usually get smashed on. I said, yeah. Excuse me. He said that man ain't got smashed on, and ain't nobody brought up no solid evidence, proof of nothing that they say he's done or been doing. I said, that's a fact. That's something I've been thinking about. He hit the Chris Brown. It was like, it was just something to think about. I said, so what do you think, since you've been locked up for so long, what's your analysis on it? What do you think is going on? He was like, to be honest, C-Bill, I don't know. He said, I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. I have never seen a nigga, as long as I've been in prison, accusing a nigga of stealing, accusing a nigga of doing this and doing that, and ain't did something to him. I have never seen this. He was like, but you know, the accusations, that ain't what bothered me and make me feel some type of way the most. So I look at him, I'm like, shit, so what the fuck? I mean, he ain't never stole nothing from you, did he? He like, no, that's not the point I'm making, CB. I said, okay, so what the fuck is the, you want me to play 21 questions and ask you, nigga, just spit it out. What bothers you about this? He was like, the point that bothers me the most is the same people that accuse Midnight of this shit, lying, stealing, backbiting, this, and this, these the same niggas that give them something to eat. These the same niggas that you see drinking coffee with them, playing cards with them, hanging out with them, the same niggas. Midnight don't barely be going to the store. He go to the store, but that man don't be having food to eat every day. That man eat every day. Pay attention. The niggas who give him food is the niggas that's making accusations on him. He said, man, these niggas got some funny shit going on. He said, I'm about to tell you something, though. Whenever a nigga always into it with a nigga in prison, but then they always turn back around and be cool with that nigga and constantly feeding them, there's a few things going on. I said, whatever. He said them niggas got a little sugar in their tank on the low, and they don't want Midnight to put it out there because most of these niggas part of gangs. Or these niggas know each other from somewhere else, and Midnight know about these niggas snitched on such and such, and if he expose it, somebody will be in trouble. He said, shit, that's them the two options. I started looking at it crazy. And I'm like, damn, because the way Crazy Loke dude came back and was like, bro, I'm telling you, when he get like that, he about to smash somebody. He's not doing no playing, no talking. That man switched the whole script like, oh, my bad, I found it. Then caught these niggas being cool later on. So I'm like, old school, you might be on to something. So when he left out my room, I really started paying attention to things, bro. Really did. And I noticed every single person that talked bad about Midnight or accused him of something, they would be cool with him again. The nigga go knock on their door, they'll give him a soup. I say, might be right, bro. Them niggas might got some funny business going on, or Midnight might got something on them that they like, I don't care how mad I get at this nigga, I can't afford for this to be, you know what I'm saying, to come out with him. One day, they do an inspection. I guess Midnight bed, the warden, he was just on some petty bullshit. I guess Midnight bed wasn't made up properly or whatever the case. They packed them up, sent them to the hole by some bullshit. Sometimes they do that, sometimes they don't. The warden usually do that when the regional people in there, and he just trying to cap and act like he just stand on so much business and he make sure niggas' beds be made up and all this and this. So probably about 2 days later, I'm up there at the ID. I'm sweeping out front of the outside of the ID area, which is the intake for when new inmates come in and out. And they had came in, they was just ripping and running like chickens with their head cut off. We was gonna have to go to the hole, take some people, because you know, some people definitely finna refuse housing because of this compound. Somebody come up to me when they was walking, they didn't come straight up because they couldn't even walk all the way up there. They was walking across the flat top, called me. I went down there to the gate. And dude was like, hey, holla at midnight here on such and such. I said, fucking holla at midnight for what? He said, I don't know, but he told me to goddamn tell you to holla at him. And he said, open that. He got something in there for you. Open that. So I opened the paper and I read it. It's a little kite and it got some numbers, like some a 14-digit number on it. And they say, this a $25 green dot to do this for me. So the letter is saying, get this from that person, this from that person, this from that person, this from that person. All the niggas' name on there is niggas in my dorm. So for you to write a kite, first off, nigga, where the fuck you get $25 from? But for you to write me a kite, and the amounts of food he asking for is a lot. It ain't like a whole stove bags, but it's like if we go for 60, he damn near asking for 25, 30, and he's very specific on what he want. And then at the end of the kite, he tell me, do not let nobody know, you know, where you taking it to. Of course, the people who you get it from, they're gonna know, but don't let nobody else know. Woo. So I'm saying like, hold on, what the fuck? And then I'm thinking like, bro, if I go to this dorm, and tell these niggas what he said, they gonna goddamn be ready to chunk me up, because they gonna be like, nigga, you coming in here about that crime bomb, man, nigga, you don't get the fuck on. That nigga went to the hole, that shit over. I don't know. But if what old school said was right, they ain't gonna buck. That's how we gonna know they ain't gonna buck. If y'all got some funny stuff, or y'all done told on some people, and midnight really know about y'all business, y'all gonna give it to them. I leave off detail, I ain't even gonna lie, I get back in the dorm. After I get myself situated, take my shower or whatever, I'm looking around, I'm just looking at the niggas. Some of these niggas gangster G'd out, tattoos on their face, gang tattoos on their neck. And I'm just like, damn, bro. I didn't want to do it, bro. For a minute, I didn't want to do it. So I called old school back down and I say, look, I was told not to put nobody in the business, but I do want your opinion on this. So he was like, what's up? So I told it to him. I let him read the whole kite. He said, you called the dot in? I said, nah. He said, call it. See if it's real. I called the green dot. It said $25 has been added to your account. He said he got something on him. He got something on him, or they was on some funny shit. Them the only options. He said, for that green dot to be real, ain't now one of them niggas gonna book. I guarantee you, ain't now one of them gonna book. So I told old school, I'm like, all right, leave out the room, because I don't want, you feel me? I just want to be goddamn, feel me? So I called them niggas up there one by one at a time. I promise you, everything on that list that Midnight wrote down, them niggas brought up there to my room. And they didn't say nothing. They just brought it, dropped it, pushed, brought it, dropped it, pushed, every single one on. I was just like, damn, Midnight really got something on you motherfuckers. For real, for real. The very next day, officer let me out early, right before they called breakfast. But it was perfect, because right when they was calling it, I was already up there blended in anyway. When I get to the hole, they let me in. I'm the ID orderly. I get down there, come straight through the door. Midnight. He like, yo. I get over there to his cell. I'm throwing all the shit in the cell. He like, appreciate you had got that dot. I'm like, yeah. He like, you want any of this food too? I was like, shit, throw me a honey bun or something real quick. So he threw me one out the flat. He like, you ain't got no Chris Brown on you? I'm like, I ain't got none, bro. You should have said it in that letter. He was like, damn, I wasn't even thinking. So I got down. I said, let me ask you a question, man. He was like, what's up? I said, bro, how the fuck, like, you must got something on them niggas, bro. Ain't no way you holding something over them niggas' head, bro. And he just died laughing. He bust out laughing. I said, I'm dead ass here. And he was like, man, CBL, you want the real truth? I said, yeah. He said, man, every accusation that was ever put on me, that shit was fake. I said, what? What you mean? He said, nigga, I paid everybody to say that. All them big ass stove ass, them niggas you was going to stove, pay attention when you go back. I guarantee you them niggas don't be hitting big boy stove cars no more. All that food I used to go get from niggas, Nigga, that's my shit. I just used to get it little by little to just make it look like it ain't this and this. He said, why the fuck you think at a level 5 prison, niggas accusing me of this and niggas accusing me of that and ain't nobody did shit to me? But why the fuck would you want to fuck up your own reputation and have people spreading this to other people and other people and other people? I'm like, I don't get it. That makes no sense. He said, people be thinking prison just so dangerous, you know, because of all the gangster shit. He said, before a nigga like me, nigga, prison is dangerous if I allow the wolves to see me as value. I said, I don't get it, bro. I do not understand what you're saying. He said, I don't want to fight nobody. I don't want to stab nobody. I don't want nobody doing shit to me. I just want to go home to my little girl. So I analyze prison, and I analyze most of the time the nigga that's some grade A straight trash bullshit, nigga. That's why I ain't been taking showers or nothing. The nigga who always begging, that's the nigga who gonna get fucked up the least. That's the nigga who ain't nobody really gonna fuck with for real. So I went and found a few niggas that I know gangster for real, and I tell them just stay putting shit on my name, and then I always go for the niggas who gangster for real. So if another nigga try to jump in it on some shit like that other nigga did, talk about some, man, what you want to do? He gonna correct him like, nah, I'm gonna just spam him. He said, but nigga, I'm rich as fuck, C-Bill. He said, man, I don't give a fuck, man. I'm rich as fuck on the streets. I'm having plenty of paper, man. I got 2 big-ass houses in Lithonia, Georgia. He said, nigga, my daughter straight, my baby mama straight. He said, nigga, I got plenty of paper. But shit, man, I gotta play the fool, man. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want no bitch hurting me, putting their hands on me, nigga. I need to leave out this bitch with both eyeballs, all that shit. So what do y'all think, bro? I was appalled. I was fucking jaw dropped. I was like, what? But when I thought about it, for a nigga that really ain't on that, and he's not affiliated with nothing, and he know he don't want to fight, he don't want to stab, he don't want to wrestle, he don't want to do nothing, shit, Ashley was kind of smart, though. What y'all think? Y'all think Midnight a real business, or you think he's a smart, calculated individual? Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, I like this one. Yeah. What the fees? What the fees?